Hi everyone, nice to meet you. Today we're gonna talking about LeetCode question 1482, minimum number of days to make M bouquets. The question is, given an integer array Brown days, an integer M and an integer K, we need to make M bouquets. And to make a bouquet, you need to use K adjacent flower from the garden. The garden consists of n flowers. The ith flower will be blown in the blown day I and then can be used in exactly one bouquet. Return the minimum number of days you need to wait to be able to make M bouquets from the garden. If it is impossible to make M bouquets, to return -1. In example 1, so we were given bloom days 1, 10, 3, 10, 2. It means we first one we need to wait 1 day to get one flower, and the second one 10 days means we need to wait 10 days to get one flower, and the third one is 3 means we need to wait 3 days to get a flower. So the element here, we need to wait the number of days to get one flower. And then the example here, give me this example. After 1 day, we can only make one bouquet, and after 2 days, we can only get 2 bouquets. And then after 3 days, we can make 3 bouquets. The total answer is 3, because at least we need to wait 3 days to get 3 bouquets. And then second question is we need 3 bouquets, but each bouquet we need to have 2 flowers for each. But the problem is the array only given 5 flowers in this array, so this is invalid array, so we need to return -1. And then this example gave us, so the first 4 means we need to wait for 7 days to get a flower for each. So this is 4 flower, and the next one 12 days, 7 days, 7 days. And then if we want to get 2 bouquet, for every bouquet we need 3 flowers. And then after 7 days, we get here the garden after 7 days and 12 days, we can make one bouquet of the first 3 flowers that bloom, and we cannot make another bouquet from last after day 12 because there's no continuous flower will be open. So this one is not valid. So we need to wait until 12 days to get another bouquet, and then to make it one bouquet with 3 flowers which are adjacent. So in this question we need to use binary search. Why? The question is too long, but if we can understand question clearly, you will easily get it. Why? Because in this question, we need to find the lower bound and upper bound. What is lower bound? The lower bound, you can see here, the lower bound is the minimum number of days we need to wait to get a flower. And the maximum number upper bound is mean the maximum number of days we need to wait to get a flower. So you see here we can easily get the lower bound and upper bound. So let's So the lower bound, we set it as f equal integer integer max value and right equal integer. And once we have a lower bound and upper bound, there's an invisible array. For example, if we get for this, for example, we get lower bound is 1 here, and the upper bound is 10. Here is maximum number. So in the middle, we may need to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. But in this array, we have a 3 and 2 in the middle. So you can assume there's increasing ascending order of array there to help us to find a good day to get all these M bouquet, and for each bouquet we need a K flowers. So there's an invisible ascending array for us to find a day. So that's why we need to use a binary search. So once we have a left bound and upper bound, we can use binary search. So while left, if you can remember the template of binary search, it will be easier for you to understand and easier for you to code. So while left, so we need to get midday left, right minus left divided by 2. So this means mid the number of days. So we assume this is this mean number is the number of days we're gonna get it is the answer. They assume it may be correct, it may be not correct. So we need to use binary search to go forward and backward to find the correct number we need. So the number of days we need to get enough. Okay. Mm, so here we need to have a count number because we need to count how many flower we get it. So we need to count. So and then we need a sum number, the sum of a bouquet we get it. So we get number 0, and then we look through. So assume we have a midday. For example, in this, for example, we got a 1 time, and then which is 5 days, right? The mid is 5. So assume this 5 days is correct, right? We want to go through the for loop to check if uh, each element in this array is valid to get a flower. So we need to look through all the number in this array. Okay. First, we need to check if this element is less than or equal midday, because at least we need a midday to get a flower. So if this element is less or equal middays, um, so it is apparently we can get this flower. So once it is less than or equal mid, we can increase the count. And when we find the k number of a count, then if we check if this count is equal k, and then we increase the sum. we increase the sum. After we increase sum, it means the number is enough for us to get one bouquet. So we need to reset the number of a count. So we need to set count equals 0 again. Okay, and then if this element is not valid for us to get a flower, so we need to set this count to 0. Why? Because we need adjacent uh, flower in this garden. If the flower they are not adjacent, we need to recount the bouquet from 0 again. So we need to set a count to 0. And then after we have this total number of bouquet, and then we need to, if there's two situation, we may get the number of bouquet which is greater or equal the given number of bouquet. What we need to do this time, and then what we need to do, we need to get if it is less than. So what does it mean here? It means the number of bouquet we get it from the midday we assume is greater than the given number of bouquet. Uh, it means we were given 2 more days to get flower. So in order to decrease the number of bouquet, we need to decrease the number of days we were given. So we need to shift the mid in the left side. So we need to set right equal mid, and then we need to set left equal mid plus 1. Yeah. Okay. And then we need to return left. So at this time, when, when this condition uh, is broken, so we get right number, and left is is the answer we want. And the other one, we need to check the edge case. So if the number of m and k is greater than the length of array, we need to return -1 because there's not enough flower for us to get this flower. Okay, let's check if they are correct. Oh, we haven't get left. How can we get the upper bound and the lower bound? So we need to go through the whole array to get the upper bound and the lower bound. So left equal math in left. And okay, so we can get upper bound and lower bound. Okay, so it is passed. So this kind of question can look like very complicated, but once we understand the question, we they have the same pattern. So I have a seen. Let me solve this. Let me see this question. Koko eating bananas. So they may have a different description of a question, but the solution they are the same. So in this Koko eating bananas, the Koko loves to eat bananas. There are piles of a banana, and the pile has piles of bananas. The guard have gone and will come back to in each flowers. Koko can decide decide her banana per hour eating speed of K. Each hour, she chews some piles of banana and eats K banana from that pile. If the pile has less than K bananas, she eats all of them instead and won't eat any more bananas during this hour. So Coco likes to eat slowly but still wants to finish eating all the bananas before the guards come back, return the minimum integer k. K is the speed that Coco eating the banana. So how can we solve this question? Um, mm, so in this question, we still need to, it's the same with the first question. We need to use binary search. And then uh, uh, first step, we still need to find upper bound and lower bound. So what's lower bound? Lower bound here, we can see here. So the lower bound here is at least this Coco can eat one banana for each hour. So this is lower bound. And what is upper bound? Actually, the upper bound can be the maximum number in this array because once you can eat the maximum number, you cannot eat next pile. So the upper bound is maximum number in this array. If you don't know how to find upper bound, lower bound, and then you can see the constraints. The upper bound is 10 to 9 powers. You can with right bound and upper bound int 1e9. It means 10 to 9 powers, and then the lower bound is 1. And or you can set the upper bound with the maximum number of this array. And then you use a binary search. So the meaning of the mid here means the speed we want to find to eat the banana. And then we have hours to calculate hours. There's a little logic, but it's very easy for you. So the hours is equal piles the current number of of a banana divided by mid the speed, and then if this have a remainder, and then we need to plus 1, and then if this hours is greater than the required hours, then what I mean, if the hours we spend is greater than the hours we required, that means the Coco eats too slowly. So we need to increase the speed of the uh, eating. So we need to shift left pointer to right. And then the other side means the hours we spend is lower than the hours which is required. So it means we eat too quickly. So we need to shift the pointer on the left side, and then we get a number. And then if you can see, uh, if you can see the question, for example, the question 1283, find the smallest divisor given a threshold. Um, the same coding, but just a different description. And the other one is divisor, capacity to ship packet within D days. Uh, so all these questions, they are the same. So, but they are a little different how to deal with the inner logical. So once we get it, it will look very easily. Thank you for watching. Thank you. See you next time.